Hello, and welcome back to Vinyl Fury. Just a quick one here to kind of catch up with the inbox. Not all of it, but a few. Several records that I purchased at various points over the last few months. And I've listened to these, so I have something to say. And just this week, I ended up at one of my favorites, Crossroads. Picked up a few things, and one of them being my first Charles Mingus album. This is Mingus Moves on Atlantic. This is a promotional DJ copy. 1974. Great jazz album. It was $10, but it seemed like it was in pretty good condition, and most likely an early pressing, so I went ahead and got it, and definitely didn't disappoint. I really enjoyed it, and I'll definitely be on the lookout for more Charles Mingus. I know I should have had some by now, but it seems like this was a great place to start. Really loved it. The Human League. This is a, I guess, a mini album. It has 6 tracks. I guess it would be maybe a maxi single for Keep Feeling Fascination, which is an okay song. This was, just in general, it was okay. Very much, an 80s synth pop. This is, came out in 81 originally. This is a 1983 reissue of it. The Human League did the song called Human, which is a great quintessential 80s song, and I've been looking for that album, which is a few years after this. I've only seen one copy in a store, and it was like $8. I thought it was a little bit too much, but I really love that song, so I picked this up. This was $1, definitely worth $1, but it's just okay. This is the album by Oregon. It's called Out of the Woods. Oregon being the state that I live in, so kind of neat there. 1978 on Elektra, and I remember buying this for 50 cents when I first started collecting, but I didn't know anything about, condition and all that stuff, so the copy that I bought was beat. And it took me a while to find another one that was very decent, which this was. And I love that cover with those giant instruments in that forest. Great light jazz album. Jean-Michel Jarre, Equinox. I believe I got this in Seattle as well. 1978 on Polydor. All synth, kind of ambient. I guess you would call it jazz, but it's really just like ambient stuff. But really neat sounding. I think this is the second album I have by him. And good stuff. David Onderdonk. The album was called Lookout. And I think I got this in Seattle as well for $1. And this is on Quaver Records, which was an 80s label, and I feel like they were very much going for the Windham Hill Records crowd, which, if you're familiar with them, they catered to, I guess you would call new age artists, and focusing on quality, quiet pressings. And Quaver, I think, was just trying to do the same thing, and they did a pretty good job. I enjoyed this acoustic guitar album. It is a nice pressing, and I don't think Quaver Records put out many titles while they existed, so I may end up getting their whole catalog someday. And this is also a promotional copy, which is kind of cool. And now for a few that I've purchased and ended up not liking enough to keep. I believe I also got this in Seattle. Spyro Gyra, Alternating Currents. I have a lot of Spyro Gyra albums that I've picked out of the cheap bins, and I really like most of them. This one was very 80s tinged. It's from 1985, so it's right in the thick of that 80s production sound, and it was too much on this one. I only listened to a few tracks before I was like,
I'm really not going to listen to this again. Definitely worth giving it a shot. I like most of their records, but this one I'll pass on it. And same with this, Seals and Crofts. I've ended up buying a few of their records and kind of enjoying them. This one's called Taking It Easy from 1978, and it was just okay. Again, I don't think I'll listen to it. But more than that, it wasn't a great copy. There was some issues with noise and stuff. So if I see it again for 50 cents and it's like perfect, maybe, but I don't think I'll miss it all that much in the meantime. And finally, this was definitely from Seattle, Dan Hill, If Dreams Had Wings. And I thought it looked, like it could be good. I imagined it's singer-songwriter stuff. Maybe a little James Taylor-ish. I liked the back cover. He's sitting in this, either an apartment or a hotel. It's 1980. I just love seeing, I can't focus on it, but I love seeing the old stuff, like old labels, like on the Planters Peanuts and Bumblebee Tuna, and this RCA television that's like 12 inches or something. And I had hopes for it, but it was super cheesy. The lyrics were just terrible, and I didn't think he was a very good singer either. So I couldn't even listen to a full song. It's just like, disappointing. There you go. I do have a few more in the inbox I still need to listen to, and I have some exciting pre-orders coming up, hopefully within the next month. I'm really looking forward to those, and I really need to get back to the vinyl collection series. I need to get into the jazz section, which is pretty decent sized at this point. So thanks for watching. Thanks to the new subscribers. I've seen quite a few come up in the last month. I think it's been since my last video. So hello, thanks. I appreciate it. I always appreciate your comments, and I'm always watching the videos and everything. So BC, keep it going. Until next time, take care. Enjoy your music.